All right, I wanted to record a very quick video. It just works through the problems. They're in the bottom of the topic 8 notes. We didn't really have time to get to it. I think you still have plenty of practice over these problems in our review as well as the topic 7 homework. But just in case you really were looking forward to having these all explained, I wanted to go ahead and give you the video. So if you look at number 1, it says y to the 1/6 times y to the 1/2. No, 1/3. It's kind of hard to read. 1/3. Okay. So just like any other exponent loss problem, we need to add our exponents in this situation. So 1/6 plus 1/3. Well, thinking about adding fractions, I need common denominators. Make this a 6, make that a 2. I add and I get 3/6, which is really 1/2. So this is y to the 3/6, which is really y to the 1/2. Now, because we know about the fractional exponents, we can actually rewrite this as just the square root of y. And that would be our answer for that one. So number 2, same story, right? We know that we multiply the coefficients times the coefficients. Well, I don't have another one here, so it's just 2. And then I add my exponents. That second y has an exponent of 1. So I'm really adding a half plus 1, which gives me 1/2, or 3/2, right? Sorry, it's in the weird part of my board. So again, I now know because of fractional exponents that I can rewrite that as 2 to the 3rd to the square root, or you can leave that 2 off if you want to. Okay, that would be our answer on that one. Oh, sorry, I didn't even realize I'm working across. Number 7 says y to the 2/3 raised to the -9. Well, again, we learned that you just distribute the exponent. Whenever you have a power to a power, you just kind of multiply it in. So we've got y to the, well, 2/3 times -9. Put an imaginary 1 underneath it. That's -18/3, -6. Well, again, we learned with negative exponents, you flip it to the bottom. So it's 1 over y to the 6th. Okay, 2 is very simple. It's just to the 1/3, so we know that's just the cube root of 27. Hopefully, eventually, you'll be comfortable enough with cube roots to think, okay, what times what gives me 27? The answer there would be 3. If you just stop right here, totally fine with that. Okay, number 5, similar to the last one, this is just saying the 4th root of each of those numbers. So the 4th root of 1, 4th root of 16. Okay, and again, if you wanted to stop there, you could. But technically, what times what times what times what equals 1? Well, just 1. And what times what times what times what equals 16? 2. Okay, but again, if you stop here, totally fine with that. Okay, number 8. This is a good example of kind of putting all the rules together without it being completely and totally crazy. So we're going to distribute this 1/2 because that's what the law of exponent says. So I've got 9 to the 1/2, x to the 2, because you multiply, right? Y to the -1. So now at this point, I would like to actually work with these. 9 to the 1/2, I know that that means the square root of 9, which is really just 3, okay? X squared is just going to go right next to it. Y to the -1 means I need to flip it down. So I've got over y, and that would be my answer on that one. Okay, again, a good depiction of kind of all of our rules coming together. Number 3, again, we just multiply these exponents. So I've got 81 to the 1. 4th of 4 is just 1. 81 to the 1 is just 81. Number 6, I'm going to put this exponent on all of them. So I've got 3 to the 2, 3 squared, a to the 1, because a half of 2 is just 1, and then b to the 2/3. Okay, well, 3 squared is just 9, a to the 1 is just a, b to the 2/3, I now know that that means b squared with a cube root on it. That'd be my answer there. Last one, number 9. We're distributing this -1/2 exponent to everybody. So I've got 25 to the -1/2, x to the +3, because it was a negative, and y to the -7. Okay, well, if I talk about the flipping first, I know that x to the 3rd is the only thing that's going to stay on top. We have x to the 3rd on top, y to the 7th on bottom, because it's flipped down. 25 to the -1/2 is going to flip down as well, right? 25 to the 1/2. But I know that that's just the square root of 25, which furthermore, we know it's just 5. And that'd be my answer there. All right, let me know if you have any questions about those 9. I know there's a top part to this notes. I'm more than willing to go over it with you, but it's just not super important for your test. We're trying to cram a little bit before our test. So feel free to come talk to me in tutoring or something if you want me to talk to you about the top part, but it's not crucial information or anything like that.